Hi, I'm Tim Sink, President and CEO of the Greater Concord Chamber of Commerce, and I'm joined here with Steve Duprey from the Duprey Companies, who's also a member of the Chamber Board of Directors. And we have just conducted a series of City Council interviews with about 20 of the candidates showed up and spent some time with us to talk about some of the issues. Steve?
There are so many different candidate forums that it's hard for all these candidates, but the more information the better, and the Chamber has a unique perspective, so we wanted to ask questions that are bubbling up around the business community. What do you do about the tax rate? How do you make more housing of all types available for citizens in Concord? What should we be doing about the homelessness issue? Do you think Concord should be involved in promoting tourism? And what do you think about the 93 plans and how the backside of our city presents? And it was fascinating. It was good to give the candidates the questions in advance, unlike some of these forums that don't do that. We were trying to encourage people to think a little bit more deeply. And the thing I took from these interviews, a lot of people touched on the same themes, but there was a lot of original thinking too, which was, if nothing else, some good food for thought for the next council.
I really think we have some good candidates out there. I think we're in a good stead to elect some informed leaders to the community, and I'm looking forward to how the elections turn out. I also wanted to do a shout out to Tiffany, Eddy Media, who set up this studio here at in the Smile building and has gone on a steep learning curve to learn how to produce some pretty quality video.
And making us look reasonably good, working with, knowing what she has to work with. No, great thanks to Tiffany and Tiffany Eddy Media, which has done all this work, and it's been a tremendous donation to the Chamber and the community. And all of these candidates, I think, appreciated the fact that we weren't doing gotcha, we were trying to get their thoughts. And the thing I take away from it, there's so much partisanship at almost every level, even in our State House. And in Concord, in this race, there are some contested races. There are some differences of opinion. But for the most part, and I think almost exclusively, it's been a very respectful campaign by everybody. There are differences of how to approach issues, but there's not been any personal attacks that I've heard of. And none of our candidates here took a dig at anybody else. They all have different and good ideas. And I think it's been a great experience, and I've enjoyed it because I've learned a lot from a bunch of people I'd not met before.
Well, it's a small city, and we're going to run into each other from time to time, so you got to keep it above board. But this has been a pleasure, Steve, and this was your brainchild, so thank you so much for bringing it up, and thank you, Tiffany Eddy, for making this possible.
Yeah, thanks. It's been great fun, Tim. Thanks for taking the lead on it. Again, thank you, Tiffany, and thanks to all the candidates for giving us their time and for their willingness to run. It's not easy to run for office. You get criticized. It's a hard job being on the city council, and we are blessed in this city to have the kind of quality people who are running for office.
No doubt.
People should remember that.
Yep.